Folks, we're waiting for the Turpin game to get started. This is Fort Todd Broxton and Drummond playing. They're running a little bit behind schedule here. So we are the next game up. Our girls will be going against Hennessey. Testing, testing. Double checking to see what our levels are like. We're finishing off this game, this Fort Cobb, Broxton, and Drummond. About 4 minutes left. We won't get much in between.
I don't have to be at the gym tomorrow until 4.
Cool.
You do that. Oh, I got it. So I can watch Abby's stuff.
Maddox, 4-3. They are perfect. Wow. Rogers.
Someone just got a tea. What they did? Well, I think it might have been. I don't know.
All right, folks, getting ready for some Lady Cardinal basketball here in the Skordle Festival. I think at one point they called this the Skordle Shootout, but now it's the Skordle Festival. Lady Cardinals are taking on the hometown Hennessey Lady Eagles. This will be a fun challenge for our ladies tonight. After the girls' game, the boys match up with the same team or here in Hennessey in the Eagle Dome. There come your Lady Cardinals. So Hennessey, Oklahoma, getting ready for some basketball. Hennessey plays in 3A. Hennessey has grown a lot since back in the day. A lot of us who used to make the trip to Stillwater, who were going to Oklahoma State, or for various trips to the other side of the state, would travel down Highway 51 and come through Canton, past Rokeen, and the last stop used to be a speed trap, well-known speed trap, was coming through Hennessey, Oklahoma. Back then, Hennessey felt like it was about the size of Beaver, but they're 3A now. There's a lot of development around here, and just an absolutely beautiful Eagle Dome. Coach Barnes got to make the trip last year. We played Deer Creek Lamont, I think, was the game that we played here. Or it might have been Arnett. I know we played Arnett and Deer Creek Lamont in the Skordle Shootout last year. But this year we get Hennessey on their home floor here in the Eagle Dome. This Hennessey team is a stout one. They are 12-3 on the year. Not a big team. They've got one 6-footer. But it's not the height that's going to be the difference in the game. These girls are good. They don't score a lot, but their defense is fantastic. They've held teams under 20 several times this year. They held Hinton to only 14. They held OBA, who won state last year, but OBA lost a bunch of good seniors, They held OBA to only 18. They held Luther to 14. Like I said, they don't score a bunch, but boy howdy, their defense is amazing. Most of their games end up in the 40 to 50 range with one game that's kind of an outlier. That was the game against Hinton. 12-3, number 11 in 3A. They're gearing up for the playoffs. We're gearing up for the playoffs, waiting to find out where we'll be going. That will be announced on Saturday morning. Their losses, they didn't lose until January, and that was an overtime loss at Crescent. Crescent's also a pretty good team. I think Crescent's at 3-5 or 13-5 right now. They also had a loss to Fairview. Fairview's given their worst loss of the season. That was in the Three Rivers tournament, and Fairview beat them, got out on them, and won by 18. But Fairview's number 13 in 2A, so that's a good team. Here's a little bit of measure for you. They beat up on Sealing, almost doubled them up, 47-24. Sealing's number 3. They beat Moreland in the Moreland tournament by 5. So we've seen Moreland twice this year. We know what Moreland looks like. And then they have beat Okarche, and then their last loss was against Okarche. So they beat Okarche by 6 in the Three Rivers Conference tournament, and then lost to Okarche last week by 10, 34-44. So be interesting to see how it goes. Just an absolutely gorgeous gym. We made the 3-hour, 15-minute travel to get here. The team's out there and ready. So nice. We've got Brighton back. We've got Marlene out there. The Cardinals, for only the second time this year, are ready to put 8 out on the floor, ready to go. So Coach Schmaltz has some options with an 8-man rotation. Our embarrassment of riches with having that. We've had games where we've only had as few as 6 available. And so that's a 25% team growth just since a week ago. You've got one last little chance. Grab that drink, grab your snack, get ready to go. You got Lady Cardinal basketball coming up in about 90 seconds. You can see it's done. Yeah, with the song, don't hit it again or it will play again. Oh, we're live. All right. Here we go, announcing starters. I'll run through who all's helping. Once I start announcing them, we'll put the starters up there. They're just taking the floor. They're not going to announce the starters. But for the Cardinals, you've got Alyssa Peters, Maya Ortiz, Ray Peters, Tatum Boyd, and Brighton Beckley. You'll have to give me a moment to get Hennessey. Hennessey has the tip. Eagles are starting out up top. Pass up Star Torres out on the wing. Cross-court pass all the way over to Emily Goff. Into the corner for Allie Painter, and then back up top to Emma Copeland. Copeland working against Boyd. Cardinals extending the defense out. Hennessey, as I mentioned, not a big scoring team, but boy howdy is their defense stout. Star Torres up top, and the Cardinals are going box and one. Tatum Boyd on Emma Copeland. Inside it goes. Claire Monroe. Monroe's shot is a miss, but a rebound by Painter. Oh, lob pass. Great job to Claire Monroe. Monroe puts it up and in, and Hennessey takes the lead for the start of the game. Our scoreboard, you're going to see it. It's going to spasm a little bit. The camera that we have on the scoreboard, when Hennessey scores, they're going to flash the names. And so our scoreboard it's going to look like it's glitching. There's not really much we can do about that. It'll just be for about 2 seconds every time there's a score by Hennessey. Foul underneath. Cardinals turn the ball over. Foul's going to be on Alyssa Peters. That is her first. Joining me tonight from a distance, Coach Barnes is on Game Changer. He's keeping track of what's going on. Here with me in person, I have used to be statistician extraordinaire. Tonight, she is your camera woman, Ella Buller, running the camera for you. And the production team, we've got Jenna Buller joining us. She was helping Coach Ripley earlier today in their game in Enid, and then she joined us here in Hennessey. Tatum, cross-court pass to Ray. Brighton, down to the baseline to Maya. Maya looking into the high post to Alyssa. Back to Maya. Maya had a big game against Balco, and she gets things off to a great start for Cardinal scoring. 3 points for Maya. Cardinals back within one of the Lady Eagles. Cardinals had the Bulls from Balco Forgan on upset watch just 2 days ago. Almost pulled off the upset on the Bulls' home court. Now they got the Eagles on their home court. So 2 big challenges so far this week. Long shots a miss by Torres. Peters has the rebound. That's Alyssa Peters. And the Cardinals in transition. Brighton, high post Alyssa, wide open for the jumper. Off the back of the rim, rebound by Goff. And the Cardinals going the other way. Tatum providing pressure on Copeland. Out to Torres. Torres' shot is up and in. Emily Torres with the 3. And the score 7-1. Again, you'll see our score is going to go nuts for just a moment. At some point, we'll have Ella show you what the scoreboard looks like here. It's fantastic. But the Cardinals are on offense right now, and that's what you're wanting to watch. Ray and Brighton play catch. Back and forth they go. Into Tatum in the corner. Hennessey playing a 1-3-1, it looks like.
I can't see.
Alyssa underneath, kick out to Tatum. Double team. Up top to Ray. Ray for 3, off the front of the rim. Goff gets the rebound. And Copeland's going to bring it down. Tatum all over Copeland, just trailing her all over the floor. So a box and one by the Cardinals. Underneath the Monroe. Monroe, great body control. Turnaround, little jumper goes in. She's got 6 points already. Really attacking the post against the Cardinals. And it's working so far. Jenna confirms it is a 1-3-1. Cardinals turn it over, but then Brighton steals it back. Brighton puts it up. It's a miss, and Alyssa goes up. She's going to draw a foul on Copeland. And Alyssa will get the chance to shoot 2. First foul on the Lady Eagles. Well, against a high-ranked team like this on their home floor and far away from home, Cardinals are going to have to play a near-perfect game. Hopefully we can get a couple of players hot. Get the shooting touch from outside. We had that happening in the Buffalo tournament. Girls had a game against Canton, knocked off the ranked Canton Tigers. Alyssa makes 1 of 2. Cardinals are within 5. Hennessey quickly down the floor. Entry pass to Painter. Painter outside. Monroe goes for it again. It's a miss, but then a rebound underneath. And then another miss, but a rebound this time by Alyssa Peters. She goes for the outlet. Hennessey does a good job of covering up Ortiz. Alyssa drags the pivot foot. She was sure she was going to get to Maya, and then a little bit of a stumble as she dragged that foot. That'll be a Ray jumped out to the corner chasing Torres. Torres quickly inside to Monroe. Monroe puts up the shot, gets it to fall, and she'll get to shoot the and one. Second foul on the Cardinals. This is on Ray. No, they're calling that on Alyssa as well. And that was not on Ray. So Alyssa has 2 fouls. That's a dangerous spot for the Cardinals. Cardinals get it down the floor in a hurry. Ray picks it up in the corner. Cardinals moving it around. Tatum into the corner for Brighton. Brighton's open for 3. Off the side of the rim. Maya fighting for the rebound and then gets it and puts it in. Maya had a huge game against the Bulls on Tuesday. She got over 20 in that game. I think she finished with a total of 20. Oh, underneath. Good interior passing. They look underneath for Painter. Painter catches it, and Monroe streaks to the basket on the backside post. Monroe has 10 points already. So 10 of the 13 points are Claire Monroe, the 6-foot junior, really hurting the Cardinals on the inside. Cardinals have struggled against the big post at times this year. Applehans from Balco really was able to gouge into the Cardinal defense over and over. And then when we faced off against Moreland, Izzy Eilers, very active post, very big post, really caused a lot of damage against the Cardinals. So the Cardinals have got to figure out what to do against these post players because you can bet in the playoffs we're likely to see some. Tatum in the corner. Cardinals inbounding it, working their way down the floor. Travel on Maya. I did not see that. We'll see if we can pick it up on the replay. Sorry, Jenna is not used to our replay system. That was my bad. I was referring to a monitor that we have up here. Oh, outside shot. Miss. Oh, Monroe again. Ray Peters got that ball taken through her.
It's just, I don't know what's I don't know.
Steal. Hennessey on the run. And Torres puts it in. Hennessey building up a big lead here in the first quarter. Cardinals a little bit discombobulated, and they're going to have to figure this thing out. Hennessey's not going to back off. Brighton's got it. Finds Ray. Wide open. Ray for 3. Drains it. Cardinals needed those points. Torres in the corner working against Ortiz. That is Jocelyn Roman. Misses the shot, but a rebound by Hennessey. Hennessey's really doing a good job on offensive rebounding. Getting those extra chances. Outside shot by Roman. Bounces around. It's off. Whoa. Yeah. A lot of contact. Trying to go right through Ray. Oh, Tatum Boyd. Let's see. Who picked up that foul? That was Roman.
It was just Jocelyn.
Tatum misses it. The chance for the and one. Cardinals within 6. As good a run as Hennessey has been on in this first quarter, Cardinals have picked up some points late and are within 6, 17-11. Up top is Copeland. Tatum staying close to her. Screen to free her up by Monroe. Kick into the corner for Goff. Goff's shot is a miss, but Monroe is just everywhere. She gets the rebound. Hennessey will get another chance. Oh, here's Monroe for 3. Off the front of the rim. Marlene Hernandez is into the game for the first time. She gets that rebound, and the Cardinals will have a chance to score and bring this thing maybe to 3 points, depending on what happens here. Cardinals have a couple of three-pointers. Tatum going for 3, gets it. And the Cardinals are back within 3 of Hennessey. Goff attacks, gets into the lane, puts it up. She put that thing up over the top of Beckley and Ortiz. One of them is going to pick up this foul. Ortiz gets it. That's her first. Yes.
I already did it.
So 5-point difference in the game. By the way, Jenna showed you that replay of Tatum's good shot. Oh, no. Hey. Pass went off Tatum's fingertips. Brighton tried to save it, but it hit the sideline. And Hennessey's going to get a chance for a buzzer beater if they want it here. She traveled. That was just a miss. All right. So back and forth they go. Hennessey built up a big lead, mostly off the back of Claire Monroe, who's having a fantastic start to this game. Cardinals have got to adjust and get something figured out there. Let me run through the scoring for you. Ortiz has 5. Alyssa has 1. Ray has 3. Tatum has 5. 3 Cardinals do have fouls, but only 1 apiece. That's Ortiz and the Peters sisters. For Hennessey, the big story is Monroe. She's got 12 on 5 of 7 shooting. So she came out very hot, doing a great job on the post. Torres has 5. Goff has 2. Coming up after this game, our Cardinal boys will be taking on the Hennessey Eagles. So Turpin versus Hennessey 2 times in a row. Tomorrow, we'll be in Enid. You'll get some lunchtime basketball, 11:30 game for the girls. Both teams are taking on Kremlin Hillsdale. That's a team I was searching the memory banks, trying to find record of us playing them, and it hasn't happened in any time recent history. I think Roman might have both fouls for Hennessey. Their players on the floor. Nope, that's not true. Copeland has 1 foul. Cardinals, though, immediately attack on offense. They have the ball to start the quarter, and Ortiz hits a little jumper. Cardinals are back within 3. Oh. Goff just about came off the floor. Here we go. Monroe has been a scoring phenom, and here another 2 points. That is 14 now for Monroe. That leads all scorers. And she is by far the difference in the game as far as points go. The Cardinals have taken away Copeland's scoring with Tatum Boyd chasing her around. But with that box and 1, Monroe has found openings. Cardinals on offense now. On the floor, you've got Ortiz, Beckley, Boyd, Hernandez, and Ray Peters. Alyssa getting a little bit of a break to start things here in the second. Ray's got it. Cardinals being methodical. Tatum Boyd going for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Painter. Here comes Copeland. Copeland working against Boyd. She goes baseline. Kicks it to the far side for Goff. Goff for a long jumper. It's up and good for 2. 7 points the difference between the teams. That's 4 points for Goff. Ortiz over to Peters. Peters has it on the wing. Boyd on the wing. Cardinals running a 4 out and then flashing people inside. Brighton Beckley open for a 3-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Ortiz fighting to get position inside of Painter. Painter did a good job of sealing that thing off. Ball went a little bit too far, and Ortiz tips it out of bounds, trying to rein it in. Alyssa is out. Alyssa's back in. Beckley to the bench. On the floor for the Eagles in the white shirts, you've got Monroe, who's underneath again for another 2 points. You also got Painter, Goff, Torres, and Copeland. It's starters on the floor for Hennessey. So another 2 points. 16 points now from Monroe. What a first half she's having. Ortiz, cross-court pass to Ray. They look inside for Tatum, but a great job. Quick hands by Allie Painter. Tips and steals the pass. And then Ray Peters blocks a shot by Emma Copeland. No foul in the play. Copeland was going up for a layup. Ray was behind her, swiped at the ball and pulled it away, knocked it out of bounds. Inbounds play, wide open underneath. Goff beat the Cardinals to the post. Cannot do that on inbounds play. That'll be 6 points now for Goff, and the foul's going to go on Alyssa. Oh, and that's 3 on her. That hurts. Alyssa's probably done for the first half. She goes to the bench. That brings Brighton back in. Three-point play completed by Goff, and it's a 12-point lead now for Hennessey. They're on the run here in the second quarter. Ortiz out to Boyd. Well, the Cardinals are looking up at a double-digit difference here. They're going to have to make some magic happen. Hennessey on their home floor, I'm sure, would like to pour it on. Cardinals have to be careful. Copeland falls down. That opens things up a little bit. Beckley puts in a three-pointer. Cardinals are really draining it from outside. It looks like the Canton game. We're starting to heat up from outside the line. Kicking it around. Torres in the wing. Baseline to Painter. Short corner. And again, it's Claire Monroe. That's 18 points now. The Cardinals do not have an answer for Monroe. 18 points already. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter yet. Ortiz, long shot off the side of the rim. Cardinals try to track it down. Tatum saves it in. She tosses it back. Really athletic play by Tatum. It bounced off Painter and went out of bounds. Cardinals will throw it in from the corner. And Coach Schmaltz wants a timeout. Cardinals trail by 11. Somebody's got to figure out how to cover Monroe. Monroe is causing damage. We're having some really good moments here against a fantastic Hennessey team. But 18 points by Monroe, it's such a big difference. She's so active and hard to cover. Oh, Tatum finds an opening, misses her first shot, but goes for the putback. Kind of hurried her shot. Tatum came down a little bit awkward on that. I think Tatum was expecting him to collapse on her quicker.
Oh.
Miss. Rebound by Ray. Tatum bringing it down the other way. Jump ball. Copeland's going to walk it up. Cardinals switching out. They're no longer face guarding Copeland, so the Cardinals are now in a 2-3. They've got to do something to slow down Monroe. And the 2-3 works. Turnover by Hennessey. Coach Schmaltz, you can always count on him to come up with some fantastic adjustments for these girls. Oh, Tatum was trying to get it to Ortiz. It got jumped. I think Torres hopped up and knocked that ball, deflected it. Here comes Copeland. Round the horn they're going. Torres now looking underneath. They've got Monroe in the short corner. They've taken Painter off the floor to give her a break. Torres over on the side. That's Roman. It's a miss. And Ortiz gets the rebound. She'll draw the foul on Amiley Toole. But the Cardinals will throw it in. Only the first team foul on Hennessey. Tatum back to Maya. Brighton's wide open. Here we go. And another three-pointer for the Cardinals. Cardinals have it back to single digits. It's an 8-point difference. With Painter off the floor, the Cardinals can focus a little bit more on Monroe, and now Hennessey's shooting outside. It's a missed shot. Cardinals don't block out well. Hennessey gets another offensive rebound. They're killing us on offensive rebounds. The three-pointers are keeping us in single digits, but we're going to have to figure out this rebounding. Hennessy's getting too many opportunities. I'd mentioned Hennessey not a big scoring team. They're known for the defense, but right now it's a little bit of a barn burner. Ray steps in front of a pass. Was intended for Copeland. Well, here comes Painter, and here comes Goff. Torres, Cardinals double team, kick to Copeland. Copeland head fake to get Ortiz flying past, and then Copeland puts it in. Well, you can see why Coach Schmaltz had Tatum face guard. That's Copeland's first bucket of the game, and it's good for 3. And Hennessey back to a double-digit lead. Oh, way too high. Tatum's got the adrenaline going here. She missed those inside shots. She's putting a little bit too much sauce on this on the shot and the pass right now. She'll get that thing figured out. She's played in a lot of stressful games. She knows how to handle it. Monroe. Torres at the high post. Kick it on the edge. Copeland looked at it. Almost went for it. Painter instead on the baseline. Ortiz rebound up ahead to Brighton. Copeland tracks it down, though. And easy come, easy go. Cardinals give it away right after the steal. Copeland now has it up top. Cardinals stretching the 2-3. Painter's trying to sneak underneath. Ortiz tries to jump a pass. She's going to pick up a foul. She knocked down Torres. Only second team foul on the Cardinals, but it is the second foul on Ortiz. Peters is on the bench with 3. I think the two of them have all of the fouls for the Cardinals. They do. Oh, underneath is Painter this time. Well, we had Monroe handled, but then Painter comes in and gets her first bucket of the game. Ortiz over to Tatum. Tatum draws the double team. To Ortiz. Ortiz. Oh, she could have gone the whole way on that. Then Brighton gets the ball stripped. Blocked shot by Emily Goff. Goff tries to get to Painter. Cardinals knock it loose. Get the steal. Marlaney ended up with the deflected ball. She gets credit for the steal. Here come the Cardinals the other way. Ortiz looking to push into Brighton on the baseline. Brighton spins around. Back and forth she goes with Ortiz out to Ray. Brighton in the corner. Cardinals really working that far side. Then we're going to kick it around. And Tatum tries to get it to Ortiz. Ball gets deflected, but Ortiz holds on to it. Marlaney underneath, and then a double dribble by Marlaney. She was looking for Brighton, and Tatum came flashing into the lane, and Marlaney got a little bit confused on which one she should go to. She ended up putting the ball on the ground. And so the turnover. Cardinals just a little bit out of sync here. Outside shooting's keeping this game as close as it is. But the inside scoring. Oh, and then another three-pointer by Copeland. Boy, she has got a sweet-looking shot. 6 points for Copeland, all in this quarter when the Cardinals backed off. We had to go to the zone, and that's the problem with the zone, is it opens things up on the outside, and then a steal. Torres coming the other way. Ortiz blocks the shot. Ball will go out of bounds after the deflection. And we're going to see some substitutions here. Coach Richardson's going to bring in Laylee Vetter. She's coming in for the first time. Is that Roman back in? Roman back. Oh. Screen on the outside. And Roman puts up the three-pointer and gets it to fall. And Hennessey has opened it up. 41 points in the first half. So, and then a walk. Hennessey's getting hot. And this was single digits just a moment ago, and now Hennessey's knocking on the door of a 20-point lead. You can see why they're ranked as high as they are. You take a breath, and all of a sudden, they're jumping out on top of you. Long shot's a miss. Brighton has the rebound. That on the first half. Cardinals had the opportunities. They had this thing back to 3 points in this quarter, but boy, howdy, has it been a game for Hennessey. This is a 5-point game at the quarter. Cardinals came out strong in the early part of the second quarter, but then a 22-point quarter is how it ends up for Hennessey. They had 19 in the first quarter, 19-14, and then this second quarter, 22-8. We run through stats. Coach Barnes at home is keeping track. Watched on video with you guys to stat things out. Big thanks to him for doing so. Maya's got 7. Alyssa 1. She's been on the bench with 3 fouls. Ray's got 3 points. Oh, sorry, Melissa might hit. Yeah, Alyssa's got 3 fouls. I'm not sure what we've got there. Ray's got 3 points and 1 foul. Beckley's got 6 points, both 3-pointers. And Tatum's got 5 points. The Cardinals are shooting fantastic behind the 3-point line. We're 5 for 11, 45% on 3-pointers. So the offense has not been the problem. Man, I know it's 22 points. The issue is there's no rebounds. Cardinals are not getting any second chance opportunities, and Hennessey is, and then Hennessey got hot at the end. Monroe was the scoring load early in the game. She has 18 to lead all scorers. Copeland came on strong toward the end of the second quarter when the Cardinals switched up to a zone. She has 6. Roman has 3. Torres has 5. Goff has 7, and Painter has 2. Not very much fouls in the game. 8 total, 5 for the Cardinals, 3 for the Eagles. But 52% shooting for Hennessey. Second half coming up in a few minutes. Again, after this game, the Cardinals will be playing Hennessey's boys. Tomorrow, we've got more basketball for you at noon. The Cardinals will be playing Kremlin Hillsdale. So 11:30 for the girls' game, boys right after. I think 1 o'clock's the listed time. So we'll take a quick break and come back in a few minutes. We'll keep it here for you, and you'll have some more Cardinal basketball. I'll be back with you with about 2 minutes left on the halftime clock.
You're back.
All right, get ready for the second half. Coach Barnes running the stats at home. Normally I'd be introducing her as statistician extraordinaire, but tonight she's camera person extraordinaire. Ella Buller with me, and then also the joyful Jenna Buller. The jubilant Jenna Buller. Jenna the Jewel Buller. She doesn't like any of these guys. She's not enjoying any of them. Feel free to message me if you've got a good one. Doesn't have to be alliteration, but
Well, that's two different sounds. Yes. Well, that's not alliteration.
that's not alliteration.
Ella.
This is what I get. She's got an English minor. She's telling me it's not alliteration.
So you could rhyme like happy jalapenos, and that's still an alliteration.
I just triggered a whole conversation on it up here. We're going to get ready. You want some basketball. Coming back out onto the floor, you've got, let's see, Tatum, the Peters sisters, Beckley and Ortiz. That's starters for the Cardinals. For Hennessey, looks like the starters again. Torres, Copeland, Monroe, Goff, and Painter. Ortiz, baseline, and then a give and go. Oh, Ortiz got in deep, but Monroe, quick hands, blocks the shot. Hennessey coming down quickly the other way. Torres puts up a shot and it's missed. Cardinals tip it out. Copeland into Torres, quickly into Monroe. She did it again. Boy, she is a weapon underneath. 20 points for Monroe. Oh, a bad pass to Ray. Too close to the sideline. Ray tried to save it in bounds, and the Cardinals turn it over. Down by 21. They got to be careful here. The Eagles, they've got the position here to be able to pile it on the Cardinals if we're not careful. Painter in the short corner. Monroe trying to sneak in low. Cardinals handling it, though. Torres over to Goff. Goff fighting with Ortiz. Ortiz trying, deflecting that ball, and then they'll get it out to Copeland. Tatum steps all the way out to match up with Copeland. Cardinals face guard and Copeland again. Tatum on top of her. Into Torres. Torres, backside wing. Here's Matt Monroe from outside. She scored so much inside. Ray trying to get a block out. Painter is so solid underneath. Ray's battling out with her, but Painter she shall not be moved. Alyssa into the corner for Ray, and then Ray tries to give it back to Alyssa at the high post, but Painter has just been the bane of Ray's existence. She knocks the pass away. It's a steal. Hennessey coming the other way. Copeland up top going against Boyd. Copeland over to Torres. Torres into Painter. Painter backside wing for Goff. Goff misses it. Now Monroe probably should have got a foul on that one. She was coming through Ray a little bit, but we're not calling a lot here. They're letting these girls play. Ray's is going to have to block out a little more solid against Painter. And that was Monroe that time, wasn't it? Ortiz is going to break it down. Torres really shading Maya to the left. I don't think she realizes that Maya's a lefty. Tatum. Oh, Tatum gets a baseline jumper that's open, but just too much on it. Tatum's putting a little bit extra on these passes and shots. She hit the 3 in the first half. But lately, every time she's got the ball, she's just putting a little bit extra on it. Painter and Ray dueling again, and Painter gets the better of it. Ray's going to pick up another foul. That'll be the first foul on Ray. Only 6 fouls on the Cardinals, but Maya's got 2, Alyssa's got 3, and Ray's got 1. Painter goes to the line. Hennessey leading by 23. Painter extends it by 1. It's a miss. And then Tatum and Goff dueling for that rebound, and Tatum comes away with it. Alyssa bringing the ball up, draws a double team, kick to Tatum. Tatum, backside wing, into Ray. Cardinals had a chance if they wanted a quick 3. Ray gets it poked away, trying to get it to Ortiz. Good defense by Copeland and Painter. Ray picked that ball up in the corner. You do not ever want to pick up your dribble in a corner. Way too easy to double it. Back to Ray we go. Ray up top to Alyssa. Hennessey staying in that 1-3-1. Brighton gets an open jump shot. Rebound by Painter. She kicks it up ahead. That was a carry. Good play by Goff to hold on to it. She puts the bucket in, and it's a 26-point lead now for the Eagles. Boyd to Ortiz, into the corner. Beckley looking for Tatum. Hits it, but Torres challenges, so Tatum kicks it back out to Ortiz. And that 1-3-1, it looks like Hennessey's got 7 players out there. They play so well. Really covering ground, making things difficult for the Cardinals. Cardinals haven't faced a 1-3-1 very much this year. Ray bounces it off Monroe's leg after she'd stepped out of bounds. Cardinals retain possession. They'll have an inbounds play underneath the bucket. Coming in will be Roman and Toole. Painter and Goff go to the bench. I don't think Monroe and Copeland have come off the floor. Oh, nice jumper by Beckley. Cardinals with 24, but doubled up. Hennessey with 48. Roman underneath. Toole was left wide open, and she puts in an easy bucket. Cardinals on that right side post. The offense is right side. They've struggled with that post all day long. Ortiz gets in deep, puts up a jumper on the baseline. Short jumper, but a little too hard. And Hennessey continues the rebounding edge. Oh, Monroe's left wide open. That's another easy two. And Monroe now has 22 points. Beckley into Boyd. Boyd in the corner. Copeland extends out to her. Boyd gets rid of it back to Beckley. Alyssa coming up to screen. You don't normally screen against a 1-3-1, but there's some options there. Shots off, and the Cardinals get an offensive rebound, and then Alyssa on the attack tries to get it past Monroe, and Monroe knocks it right back at her. Quick reflexes by Monroe. Boy, she is a player. I'm not sure if we've seen anybody better than Monroe this year. Eilers has scored a lot of points on us. Applehans has had 2 good games for Balco Forgan, but right now, Monroe, this is Claire Monroe, is just putting on a show. Riley Seeger has come in. Painter in the short corner. Baseline jumper is good. That's 7 now for Painter. Beckley on the attack, bounces the ball off of Painter. Toole turtles up on the ball. Tatum comes in, puts a hand on it. That'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Hennessey. Short corner. Painter got it last time, and she repeated it. I tell you what, when you get a good baseline shooter, they are an incredible weapon. Not a shot that a lot of people can hit. Brooklyn Stokes is into the game for the first time. She gets the ball inside and gets tied up. Sophia Drennan's going to come in as well. Ortiz will go to the bench. So on the floor, you've got Ray Peters, Brighton Beckley, Brooklyn Stokes, Sophia Drennan, and Tatum Boyd. So 4 freshmen out there with Tatum. Sophia catches up high, gets it out to Tatum. Brighton, back to Tatum. Tatum, long pass into the corner for Ray. Ray misses it, but Tatum, good hustle. Tatum cannot get that short shot to fall. She gets her own rebound, puts it up. She'll draw the foul on that one. She got contact on the arm. So she'll get to shoot 2. Tatum working hard. She put in the 3-pointer. She's been trying and hit a jumper, and now she's attacking the basket. Trying to find points where she can. She makes the first and the second. Cardinals back to 20. 56-26. Sorry, that's 30. I got to do my math. The Hennessey team really showing up today and strong on their home court. Beckley in the corner. Oh, Tatum has to come in and get the pass. And I think we're going to get Toole with a foul. That's correct. It's Toole. Uh-oh. Ray and Seeger both going for the same ball. Ray bodied Seeger pretty good. She went to the floor. Ray will pick up the foul. That is her second. Only 2 team fouls on the Cardinals, 3 team fouls on the Eagles. With 30 points, the difference between the teams. Now you just kind of play things out. Copeland, though, I think Copeland's 3 for 3. She is, man. What a shooter. Drennan, give and go with Tatum. Tatum attacks, pulls it back out. Sophia trying to get it to Ray and does. And back to Sophia. Sophia to Tatum. They look for the high post for Brooklyn. It's covered up. Then Tatum swinging it around. They're looking for Brighton. Brighton wasn't really attacking the basket. Ray led her like she was going to go on a cut. Laylee Vetter was there. But the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brighton. Roman will come out, and in comes Callie Rapp. Here comes Copeland bringing the ball down. Copeland up top, kicking it around to Rapp. Back to Copeland. High post. Boy, they're good ball movement. Open three-pointer. It's made. It's a miss. Marlene Hernandez is into the game. Tatum Boyd got that rebound, and the Cardinals will go on offense. Marlene picks it up, gets it over to Ray. Cardinals running a 4-out with Stokes on the inside. Tatum goes for 3. Rims out. Copeland comes away with the rebound. Under a minute left to go in the third. On the outside, bouncing around. It's a miss. And the ball is stolen on it. Tatum and Seeger bounce heads off each other. Tatum is going to be bleeding now. They took hard contact off each other. Really hard contact. Tatum's bleeding and Seeger is not okay. We'll give her dignity. She's struggling right now. She's wobbling. They bashed heads on that. You do have the replay?
Yeah.
Go ahead and show us. Oh, man. They bounced heads off each other like billiard balls. That was rough. You see it there on the replay. Jenna, show us one more time. We're kind of waiting. They're having to clean up blood now. So here you go. We don't do slow-mo or anything like that on the replay, but you can see just 2 players playing hard. That was unfortunate. I hope they're okay. So Tatum got split open. I couldn't tell exactly where. It might be on the eyebrow. I'm thinking it's an eyebrow. Eyebrows at that top of the eye socket, that orbital, it splits the skin really easily. And you can just get gouged right there from your skull just poking through the flesh. So Tatum is on the bench right now. They're working on her, trying to get the bleeding under control. And hopefully Seeger is okay. That was tough. All right, Cardinals have the ball in. Turnover. Well, that was a downer on a game. I mean, it's tough enough when you're losing and losing big on a tough opponent's home floor, but then having an injury. Long shot. Hernandez. Oh, they let her get away with that one. That was out of bounds. The ref sort of going to go ahead and let this thing play a little bit. Sophia's got it in the corner. On the floor, Tatum had to come off. I'm not sure who subbed in for her, but you've got the Peters sisters, Stokes, Drennan, and Marlene. Shots a miss. Rebound by Toole. And that'll end the third quarter. Run through the stats for you. Ortiz has 7. Alyssa has 1. Ray has 3. Brighton has 8. Tatum has 7. For Hennessey, Monroe still leading the way with 22. Copeland, though, added her third three-pointer. She's got 9. Torres has 5. Roman has 3. Toole has 2. Goff has 9. Painter has 9 as well.
The ball's blue. I noticed it while they were playing.
Sure enough, Jenna picked up on something. We'll see if we can get it on a dead ball just to show you. I didn't know you could do this. I thought everybody had the same standard stock balls, but Hennessy's got balls that have the Wilson in their school color, in this royal blue. On the floor for the Cardinals, you've got Drennan, Stokes, Alyssa Peters, Ortiz, and Hernandez. Ortiz hasn't been in it a little bit. Don't know if she just was getting a rest. Oh, we're going to have a foul over there on the side. That was Callie Rapp. We have a new player in. Addie Huntsberger is in. Also for Hennessey, you've got Pendergraph. KJ Pendergraph is on. I think it's her first time on the floor. Painter is back in. She's working the middle of that 1-3-1. And down low, McKenna Cheney. Cardinals working the offense. Drennan out to Alyssa Peters. Alyssa back to Ortiz. Back to Alyssa. Cardinals working against that 1-3-1. Oh, they go high post into Brooklyn and some contact. Brooklyn got fouled by somebody. It'll be Laylee Vetter. Oh, that's not Painter. That's Vetter. Marlene in the corner. Back to Maya. Maya looks backside corner for Sophia. Sophia was trying to sneak through that defense. That's a hard pass to complete. Ortiz just about got it. It gets deflected out of bounds. Sophia will throw it in. And inbounds play for Cardinals. Maya over to Alyssa. Oh, and the Cardinals lose it. Unforced error. It's tough to stay sharp when you're down by 33. Cardinals got to dig deep here, finish strong, and build to come back and have a good game tomorrow against Crimlin Hillsdale. Alyssa gets a steal, coming down the floor in a hurry, and gets the transition bucket. 3 points for Peters. Out on the edge, it goes to Rapp. Rapp back up top to Cheney. Around to Pendergraph. Back to Cheney. There's playing catch around the top of the three-point line. Looking underneath for Vatter and find her. She gets the shot but misses it. And the Cardinals, you can see there the offensive rebounding. Hennessey just so good in the paint. Cardinals have got to block out. They have got to fight. Peters picks up her 4th. Alyssa now has 4. Vatter gets another shot off. Brooklyn blocks the shot, though. Vatter brings it back down, and Vatter tries to go to the hole and dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. Into Maya. Maya bringing it down. That 1-3-1 has caused some problems for the girls. If you don't see it often, you really have to play careful against that 1-3-1. It puts a lot of weight right in the middle of the floor so you can attack corners. Ortiz picks it up, back to Alyssa. Alyssa's open for 3. It's short. And rebound by Cheney. She's coming in a hurry. She's got Pendergraph wide open. Pendergraph doesn't catch it cleanly, but maintains possession. And Hennessy's going to swing it around the horn. Shot gets put up by Rapp, and then a rebound. I think Hernandez came away with that. Cardinals in a hurry the other way. Peters, Ortiz, kick around to Marlene. Marlene, Sophia in the corner. Brooklyn again working the high post. It goes into Brooklyn, but the pass is too low. That bounced off of Brooklyn's shin, and that's another turnover. 2 backcourt violations for the Cardinals. It's a good idea kicking it to Brooklyn, but either you have to bounce that pass more carefully. You've got to get it in her hands. She can't catch that ball with her shins. We're not playing soccer out here. Out on the edge, it goes to Rapp. Rapp looks inside for batter. They kick it to the backside wing for Pendergraft. Pendergraft puts up the shot, rebounded by Rapp. And again, another offensive rebound for Hennessey. Monroe's scoring has been huge for Hennessey, but the big thing the Cardinals are going to have to correct coming out of this game, it's not just the post scoring like what Monroe was able to do. She was the only one who was able to do it. The Cardinals have not allowed it easily for other players. It's the offensive rebounding. Cardinals are going to have to fix that going forward. Baseline shot, and a good shot by Callie Rapp. Hennessey was 61. This is their second highest scoring game of the year. They have really found some openings and been able to capitalize on them against the Cardinals today. And the Cardinals just out of sync. Cardinals were shooting well from outside in the first half, but this game got out of hand. Right before the end of the second quarter, Hennessey opened it up. And the Cardinals now are struggling to hit a bucket. Haven't broke 30 yet. Ball tips out of bounds. It'll be the Lady Cardinals ball. Rapp will go to the bench. I didn't see who came in for her, but we'll get that figured out. Cardinals working and working. Just about turned it over again. There it is. Sophia didn't get it back clean to Alyssa. Alyssa couldn't maintain possession. And another easy bucket for Hennessey. Pendergraft getting her first 2 points. We've got about half a quarter left to play. Cardinals getting a little sloppy today. Couple of turnovers up at the top of the press. Not the press, at the top of that 1-3-1. Some more substitutions. Ball will be inbounded by the Cardinals.
Oh, Monroe's 6 foot. They're liars. Monroe's not 6 foot.
Abby Kate Moore has come in. That's number 13 out there. Huntsberger's out there for Hennessey. Kenna Peach is out there. I think it's her first time on the floor. McKenna Cheney's been out there for a while in this quarter. And Faith Martinez. I think it's the first time we've said her name today. $63-28. A little over 3 minutes left to play in the game. They're looking inside for Huntsberger, and we'll have a foul underneath. Marlaney not allowing Huntsberger easy positioning. Just the second team foul on the Cardinals and the first on Marlaney. Cheney looking. She finds Peach. It's back in Cheney's hands. So Coach Richardson looks like he's working down into the third teamers. Oh, Sophia jumps a pass. Coming in transition. Cheney won't give up easily. She comes from behind Sophia, knocks the ball out of bounds. And the Cardinals will throw it in underneath the bucket. Sophia up to Alyssa up top. Alyssa over to Maya. Hennessey stepping out. We're going to foul on, who is that? Is that Peach? It is. That's Peach's first. Pendergraft comes back in. Cheney goes to the bench. She might be done for the day. This team, the Hennessey Lady Eagles, only have 3 freshmen. I'm assuming the rest are playing JV ball. Alyssa from outside puts it up off front of the rim. Bounce out of bounds, deflected by Hennessey. Black shirts will throw it in again. Sophia underneath looking. She'll get it to Ortiz. Ortiz has to work to get it. Puts up a jumper. She'll get fouled on the shot and go to the line shooting 2. We can't see the Cardinals bench. I'm assuming Tatum is there. Hopefully she didn't have to go get stitches or something. I'm checking something right now. The Cardinals have scored at least 30 in every game this year. The 2 games against Moreland, we've been held to 34. Every other game, we've scored at least 40. So I was curious. The Cardinals have struggled against these teams in white and blue. Moreland twice this year. And now today with these Hennessey Lady Eagles. Cardinals do have 30. A little over 2 minutes left. It's in Nevada. Hennessey had to hustle to save that ball. Peach on the wing. Back up top, it goes to Pendergraft. Pendergraft looks to penetrate. Kick into the corner. That's Rapp. Might have been a travel there. Oh, we're going to call a hand check. Thought we had a travel earlier. We didn't call that, but I'm a little surprised we're calling a foul like that. It's into Pendergraft. Pendergraft. Bounces around. Ortiz has the rebound. Cardinals looking to run in transition, and Maya will pull it up. Out to Alyssa. Alyssa, head fake. Kick over to Marlene. Oh, bad pass. Cardinals have struggled on that pass out to the wing. Several times today, we've seen passes a little too hard. Sometimes these big gyms like this, with the stands, it's just a different backdrop for that pass that you're throwing, and it can screw with your depth perception. Long shot's a miss. Maya's got the rebound. Cardinals need to finish this game strong, throw a couple of possessions together here. Alyssa's got it right now, and she's going to get fouled. Well, we're calling touch fouls both ways. That's Peach. She got called for contact on Alyssa's head. Couple more substitutions. Richardson shuffles the lineup a little bit. On the floor now, he's got Cheney, Moore, Huntsberger, Vatter, and Rapp. For the Cardinals, you've got 4 freshmen. Brighton's on the bench right now, and in her place, joining the Fab 5 freshmen for the moment, is Marlene Hernandez. Corner shot's up. Bounces hard off the rim. Another offensive rebound by Hennessey. And the putback's a miss. Might have gotten blocked. Alyssa comes away with the rebound. Maya looking to attack. Going to the corner. Picks it up. She's got Brooklyn down low. Marlene out on the wing. She gets to Marlene. Back to Maya. 3-point shot's good. Ortiz, the only Lady Cardinal in double digits. She's got 12 now. Cheney's back in. She's working against Sophia. Sophia's sticking close to her. Thought we might get a 5-second call. Underneath it goes. Missed shot by Huntsberger. Rebound ends up in Sophia's hands after it bounces around a little bit. And Ortiz going 1-on-4, and she's going to score it. Oh, you hear the saying a one-man band right now. Maya was a one-woman fast break. Went 1-on-4, split the defenders and made it to the hole. That'll finish things off. That ties for the lowest scoring output of the year for the Cardinals at 37 against. Apparently, when we play people who are in white and blue, we are struggling to put points in. Good point. Jenna brought up, we did play Hooker. We scored 43 against Hooker. So, yeah. We'll get final stats and then take a short break and gear up and get ready for the Cardinals to take on the Eagles from Hennessey. This will be the boys' game. The girls were playing in black, but the Cardinals are playing in their red. All right, I think I stalled long enough for Coach Barnes to finish off the stats. Big thanks again to Coach Barnes. Let's run through those stats. 14 for Ortiz. That led all the Cardinal scorers. 5 for Alyssa. 3 for Ray. 8 for Beckley. 7 for Boyd. 37 total for the Cardinals. For Hennessey, Monroe had the huge game, 22 points, most of it in the first half. 10 of 15 shooting for Monroe, 67%. She had just a whale of a game. Goff with 9, Painter with 9, Copeland with 9, Torres with 5, Roman with 3, Toole and Pendergraph and Rapp each picked up 1 bucket. Let's scroll over and see the rebounding advantage. Now, our stats are not official. Rebounding total was 26 for the Cardinals and 27 for Hennessey. But offensive rebounds, just 7 for the Cardinals and 14 for Hennessey. You can't allow 14 offensive rebounds. You're going to get beat badly. And that's what happened. Cardinals got doubled up here at Hennessey. Okay, we'll take a quick break and get ready. Your Cardinals are on the floor. All right. Jenna had a suggestion for the alliteration, by the way. Jenna the General Buller. Or General Jenna Buller. Our own multi-star general. Anyway, go ahead and hit that fight song. We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment. All right, gearing up for the boys' game. We'll see what we can get going here. The Cardinals stinging from the loss at Balco Forgan. Tight, tough game. Balco opened it up a little bit at the end, made it look like it was a bigger loss than it was. 44-52 against Balco Forgan. Cardinals have been going back and forth, and just hovering around 500 this year. We've won 3 of our last 5, though, and 6 of our last 9. But tonight, facing off against these Hennessey Eagles, they're 6-9 in 3A. And teams that they have played that we know, they played Texoma and lost by 9. They played Fargo Gate Sports Supply and beat them by almost 30. So some interesting results there. They played Okarche. We saw Okarche at Leedy. Okarche, I think, is an overwhelming number 1 favorite to win state this year. They lost by 50 to Okarche. Yeah, our boys starters, you've got Gage and Max, Saul, Jack, and Caesar. For Hennessey, I'll have to get those for you in a little bit. Tip goes to Hennessey. That's number 5, Brighton Gardner up top. Working against Saul. Uses the screen. Oh, underneath, wide open. Number 22, Freddie Mraz. But he misses it. Hennessey gets the rebound, though.
I think we're in a triangle in 2.
Cardinals are running a triangle in 2. You've got Jenna. She's got a mic. She's going to give you some color commentary here and some analysis. Oh, underneath. Great job by Freddie Mraz. First 2 points are by the Eagles, and then the Cardinals in a hurry down the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gage Peters. So Gage is manned up on Hagen Copeland, and Jag is manned up on Bo Vincent. Now, I think we're just in a man-to-man.
No, we're not.
It's not. It is a triangle in 2. Oh, yeah. Saul is chasing around Brighton Gardner. Missed, but another rebound by Mraz. So the first 4 points of the game are by Mraz. Cardinals working on offense. Max had the great game against Balco Forgan on Tuesday. He has not been feeling totally up to his full self. A little bit under the weather. Glad to see him here. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it today. He's out there on the floor. He's a gamer. He's working against Mraz. Mraz takes it away. Mraz in transition. And it's 6 points for Mraz. The Lady Cardinals struggle with Monroe. She ended up with over 20 points. And right now, Mraz staking his claim with the early scoring. Right now, it's been all Mraz, number 22 for Hennessey. Long shot from the outside's a miss. Saul tries to get the rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. Mraz out on the edge to Gardner. Gardner up ahead to Copeland. Copeland attacking baseline. Max stays with him, but Gardner creates a little bit of space. Short little jumper, and Hennessey leads 8-0. It's been all Hennessey on offense. Cardinals trying to get things going here and get in sync. Got to get some points on the board. Hennessey starting off strong.
Ooh.
Max has it way outside. Hennessey's running a man-to-man. Max sneaking around underneath. Mraz chasing. The Cardinals are running a 4-out right now. Saul back to Gage. Looking underneath for Max. Entry pass was just a little bit off, and it got tipped away and stolen by Hennessey. Caesar blocks a shot by Vincent. Hennessey gets the rebound, puts it up. Mraz gets another rebound, attacks the bucket. Jumper's no good, and Jag gets the rebound, and the Cardinals survive that possession. Whoa. Skin of the teeth, fingernails, all those different cliches. We were holding on for dear life trying to survive the offensive onslaught from Hennessey. Pass intended for Gage at the high post. Hennessey's quick. Copeland tipped that one away, and the Cardinals were lucky to maintain possession. Gage trying to screen on Gardner. We'll have to watch that. There was a little bit of movement there, and Gage's lucky he didn't get called for an offensive foul.
Ooh,
Saul
nice.
gets it underneath, fights for it, puts it up, can't get it, but gets his own rebound. Cardinals will kick it back out, restart the offense. Gage has it way outside. Copeland stays with his heels on the three-point line. They'll let the Cardinals play offense well above the three-point line, apparently. Jag puts in a three-pointer, and that's the first score for the Cardinals. Coach Carr takes a quick timeout, and Jenna's got the replay for you.
30-second timeout. Close to 15 minutes.
If you weren't with us for the girls' game, Coach Barnes is at home. He's running stats. Ella, our camera person extraordinaire, and Jenna, the general, over here on production, giving you some commentary, helping to analyze this. Jenna is student teaching over at Ripley this year, and her Ripley Lady Warriors played earlier today. How'd Ripley do?
Really well. We played Hinton. We won. It was 69-30. So
Gotcha.
Pretty
More
good.
than doubled them up. Ripley's girls were ranked at the start of the year. They were top 10. And Ripley's boys right now are sitting at 10. Copeland puts up the shot. Boy, that was a pretty jumper. Boy, that's a heck of a weapon when you've got that. That's 4 points for Hagen Copeland. Cardinals on offense, trailing by 7. We got our first points. Maybe we can get some things going here. Round it goes to Jag. Jag hit that three-pointer last time, and Gardner sends out. Isn't going to let him have anything easy. Jag gets it to Saul underneath. Saul really uses his body well and puts in the short jumper from right underneath the bucket. Oh, ooh. Copeland splits the defenders. He goes down hard. Foul on Saul. That is his first, and that's the first of the game.
First.
Vincent will throw it in. Jag's going to come out, and in comes Mason Barnett, his first time on the floor. Vincent throws it into Gardner, way up above the timeline. Gardner brings it back into the front court, uses the screen by Vincent, gets over on the left side, picks up. Oh, Riley Fowler has come in as well. So Max is on the bench along with Jag. So the Cardinals shuffling things a little bit with the lineup. Gardner picks it up, finally gets it over to Painter. He gets it back to Gardner so he can reset after having picked up his dribble. And then Gardner gets around the defense, gets it underneath, and another 2 points on the inside. Oh, and then a long pass intended for Gage. That was Painter with the last bucket. Long pass was stolen, but then Mason Barnett steals it on the other end. So dueling turnovers for the two teams. And the Cardinals trail by 7, trying to get something going consistent on offense. Only 2 buckets for the Cardinals and 6 field goals so far for Hennessey. Barnett picks it up, gives it to Caesar. Vincent steps out, gives him a body check. Cardinals pass it around a little bit, and then into Fowler. Fowler distributes it out to Gage Peters. Peters puts up a nice-looking shot, but it rims out. Rebound by Vincent. Gardner has it up in the front court. Then Gardner gets left alone. Saul didn't catch up to him in time. Shot's a miss, though. Gage Peters flies in, gets the rebound, and the Cardinals are coming the other way. Gage picks it up into the corner. Mason Barnett wide open. That's dangerous, and he shows you why. Mason Barnett, really good from outside that three-point line. He puts it in and brings the Cardinals back to a 4-point game. Cardinals go full court defense, make Hennessey work to get the ball up the court. They do. And then Copeland picks it up, waits for a moment, then gives it back to Gardner. Gardner seems to be comfortable running that point. Really want to watch the offensive screens. Vincent's moving a lot on these screens. We've seen some referees that would call that. He's not doing anything. He's not rough or anything, but he's really moving around on these screens, trying to set things up to open up Gardner. Gardner,
Oh,
and that's a
run
travel. Oh, that was a travel before that. Don't like that call. Saul's going to pick up his second. Gardner did not have the ball going down. He did that long step. A lot of refs watch that really carefully. Gardner's going to throw it in from underneath. Saul has to go to the bench with 2. Jag has to come back in, and Saul goes to the bench. Gardner's got it up top. Gage comes out to meet him. We got a push. Both of them made contact. It's going to get called on Gage. That makes sense. Gage got his hands on it. Vincent throws it into Gardner way up above the timeline. Gardner's just a freshman, too. Cardinals pretty young. Sophomore Peters steps out to meet him and then backs off.
They're stalling for last shot.
Yeah, Hennessey's going to go ahead and let the air out of the ball and play with one last possession here to end the first quarter.
Oh!
Gardner gets it tipped away by Gage. It touched Gage, so he gets to recover the ball. Coach Carr didn't think that Gage touched it, though.
I didn't either. It looked like it was off his own foot.
There you go. That's 2 basketball minds that both agree that that possession should have ended with a turnover for the Cardinals. But Hennessey tries and is unable to complete the bucket. So they hold a 4-point lead over the Cardinals. 6 points by Mraz is the difference in the game right now.
Look at this. Should I tell him?
All right, trying to get the stats to update here. Well, I can't get it to come up on mine. It's still updating. I'll get it for you when I can. Here we go. I'm going to run through them quick for you. Coach Barnes keeping track of it at home. Barnett has the 3-pointer. Saul has 2 points, but 2 fouls. That hurts a lot. He'll be on the bench to start this next quarter. And Huffman has the 3-pointer for the early score, but that's it. That's 8 points for the Cardinals. 6 points for Mraz, all inside is the difference between the two teams. Copeland has 4 and Painter has 2. On the floor for the Cardinals, you got Riley Fowler taking Saul's spot and Mason Barnett taking Max's spot. They join the starters, Jag Huffman, Cesar Quintana, and Gage Peters. Gage gets an open baseline jumper. Can't get it to fall. Vincent comes flying in, gets the rebound. Vincent coming. Oh, Cardinals leave him wide open. We're going to have a foul on the floor. Vincent got tripped. Gage Peters, I think that's 2 on Gage. Hennessey hasn't had a foul called on him yet. Only 3 total on the Cardinals, though. But 2 of them are on Gage and 2 of them are on Saul. No, that's 4 fouls total, on the Cardinals. Gardner's up top. He's working against Gage this time. Gardner with a little head fake. Screen frees him up. That was Painter who came up. And then 2 points put in again by Mraz. Mraz, the main weapon for the Eagle offense. Cardinals running their offense now. 6 points
nice
difference.
Pass.
Oh, what a pass. Jag got a hold of that one. Good pass. I think it was entered in by Mason. Jenna got it recorded. We'll get a look at it when we get a dead ball. Oh, but the Cardinals get beat down the floor. Painter underneath with an easy bucket. That's 4 for Painter. Round the horn, the Cardinals go. Throwing the ball around the top of the three-point line. Cardinals running a 4-out. Riley working the lane most of the time. He clears it, though. Opens it up for Caesar. Caesar comes inside. Looks like he's going to have an open jumper, but Mraz with a block. Tremendous athletic play. And the Cardinals, on the other end, tip a shot by Vincent, but they can't handle the rebound. Max will come back in. Saul's going to come back in.
Jenna, are you full?
Do we get a foul? First foul on Hennessey, and it goes on Copeland. Saul brings the ball down. Cardinals on offense, down by 6. Gage up top, back out to Mason. Cardinals trying to open this thing up. Try to create some gaps and some space in that Hennessey defense. Cardinals had opportunities. Just aren't getting stuff to fall yet. Underneath Saul. Trying to draw some contact. Gage gets the rebound, and the putback goes in for Gage Peters. Big play by the sophomore. Pulls the Cardinals back to within 4. Gardner gets across the timeline. Hennessey slow to get down the floor to set up, and Gardner gets impatient, puts up the 3, doesn't get it to fall, and everybody's pogo stick jumping underneath for that rebound instead of blocking out, but Mason comes away with it, and the Cardinals with a chance for back-to-back buckets here. Jag misses it. Mason with a follow. Mason comes up. Oh, that was definitely a foul. Yep. Gardner came down on Barnett's arm. No call. But then the other way, it's getting messy here. Vinson gets a ball poked away. Stolen. Still no foul call. Jag gets taken to the floor. I think something needs to get called here. We're getting a lot of contact. Only 2 fouls called in the quarter. I know we're in 3A, and they do things a little bit different in 3A than what we see in normal Class A games. But there's a lot of contact here. Ball gets poked away and stolen, but we're going to call that. There was so little contact, I don't even know who you'd put it on. Gage? That's on. Oh. Jenna, let's watch the monitor here. We don't have it for the replay for you. We'll watch the monitor to see what happens, because I did not see Gage near that play. Jag was battling with Vincent. Here we go. Move your hand. Yeah, Gage was right by him. Jag was on the other side, and Gage did reach in and got him. So good call by the ref. Gardner looks to attack. Barnett takes it away. Cardinals with a 2-on-1. Saul and Mason. Mason takes it up, puts it in. I think that's 5 points for the freshman, and the Cardinals are back within 2. Gardner working against Barnett. Gage is off the floor. For the Cardinals, it's Barnett joining the starters, and Barnett is in Gage's spot. So Huffman, Quintana, Alvarado, and Max are out there. Wide open. Oh, good screen. Mraz was left wide open, and he's the first player into double digits. He's got 10 now. Caesar attacks. Gosh, Caesar's in deep, drew contact. Nothing called on the contact with a shot. Caesar had 3 guys around him. A lot of times referees don't like it if you're driving into a double team like that. But Hennessey got the rebound and stepped out of bounds. Jag with a quick trigger 3, doesn't hit it. Mraz gets the rebound. Saul was fighting for it. Gardner brings it down quick, out on the edge to Copeland. Copeland puts up a nice looking 3 and drains it. 7 points now, the lead for Hennessey. Barnett on the outside to Caesar in the corner. Around it goes to Max. Now to Jag on the backside, working against Gardner. Caesar gets open, jumpers up and good. That's what Caesar was trying for last time. He just got in a little too deep, and the defense knocked the ball away. Vincent pushes the ball up quick. Gardner's open, head fake, and then he'll think better of it. Saul pokes it away from Gardner. Gardner recovers it. He'll come back on offense. Vincent, again, really moving around a lot on those screens. Waiting to see if they'll tighten that up and start calling it later on. Copeland up top now, working against Jag. Painter, they're really working hard to screen on ball here. It's almost playing a two-man game. There's Vincent again. Vincent again, just moving around a lot, setting those screens. Nice job inside. They free up Painter, but he can't get the short shot to fall. 5 points of difference as the Cardinals go on offense in a hurry. Barnett open for three. Ooh, it's a little bit short. Painter's got it. Saul tries to poke it away from Copeland and does, but the Eagles recover it. Gardner's now got it on the wing going against Max. And again, just moving screens like crazy. And Gardner gets free, puts it up. These moving screens are wearing on the Cardinals. We're not used to seeing this kind of stuff not get called. Hennessey gets it after the Cardinals. Good athletic play by Copeland. He saves the ball back in bounds. It bounces off Jag's shin and goes out. Last touch by Jag. Hennessey picks up possession underneath the bucket. Good hustle by Hennessey. Well, the Cardinals, I can whine about these moving screens. If they're not going to call it, the Cardinals just have to adjust. Painter and Caesar dueling. Painter gets the better of it, puts in an easy shot, and it's 10 points now between the two teams. Fowler over to Saul. Saul out to Caesar. Caesar, head fakes, really gets Vincent flying by. And a charge. Vincent gets the foul called. Hennessey leading 26-16. Saul bringing it down.
Why is it not reading the timer?
Coming up in the last 90 seconds of the first half. Cardinals have had their moments, but cannot get their offense going. Now, we're going to call that one. I did not see a foul on that. Fowler head fake got Mraz up, but Mraz hung in the air and got a good block, I thought. But maybe he got him with the foot. Fowler gets to shoot two. Puts in the first. This is only Fowler's second game on the year. He's been recuperating from the foot injury. He suffered that in the playoff loss to end the Cardinals' season. Not a playoff loss, but in the loss at Palm Creek Hunter that finished off the season for football. Fowler misses the second. Painter's got it. Vincent up ahead to Gardner. Gardner attacking. And Gardner puts in an easy bucket. Cardinals didn't do anything to stop Gardner on the way to the bucket. Saul, oh, that's a bad pass. Caesar, really athletic, recovers that ball and saves the possession for the Cardinals. Cardinals have 60 seconds left before the half. Trailing by 11. Fowler out to Jag. Max is back off the floor. I don't think Max is feeling great tonight. Fowler picks it up, out to Saul. Spin move, gets knocked loose. And then it's taken away by Mraz. And Mraz with another easy two. That's 12 for Mraz. And Hennessey with 30 points now. We're going to have a foul underneath. Jag drawing contact. Painter picks up the foul. That is his first. Jag puts it up. Shooters rolls. Mason Nelson's going to come in. Max is going to come in. Mason Barnett and Riley Fowler to the bench. Jag's ready. Shots up. Jag sinks both. Cardinals have back 11. Really need to get back to single digits right before half. Oh, there we go. And a steal. Oh, but then the layup gremlin strikes again. Coach Richardson takes, this is Coach Hunt. Coach Richardson in the girls' game. Coach Hunt takes a quick timeout. He's going to chew on his guys a little bit. This Hennessey team can score some points. They've had 87 in a game, 80, 78, 71, in the 60s a couple of times. And you can see some pieces here. They can put some points on the board. Cardinals have had opportunities, but need to string a couple of buckets together and get some momentum going. That'll be tough to do with only 23 seconds left to go.
We're doing a good job taking away their offense. They have just also taken ours away.
Well, Mraz, good point, but Mraz is really the one who's causing the issues for us. 12 points inside, and we really haven't done anything to stop him.
No. But it's hard in a triangle, and two.
It is. Are we still running it, though?
Yep. That's why they keep setting the ball screen up top.
Out to Copeland.
Oh, we're out of it.
Yeah, when Nelson came in, we switched to a 2-3. Painter in the corner. They're trying to save it, getting around. Gardner. Oh, step back three. He drains it. Big shot right before the half. That makes it a 14-point game going to half and a nice lift for Hennessey. Gardner's got 8. He's a freshman. Playing good. Barnett's a freshman for us, so he's playing well as also.
Well, they have to rely on him with the junk defense being played, too.
They're really having to rely a lot on Gardner, aren't they? Okay, Barnett's got 5. Alvarado, Quintana, Gage Peters all have 1 bucket for 2 points apiece. Huffman has 7, and Fowler has 1. That's the 19 points for the Cardinals. For Hennessey, 12 points for Mraz. Gardner with 8. That counts that last 3-pointer right before the end of the half. Only 3 3-pointers for Hennessey. 2 of them by Gardner. The other one was by Copeland, who has 7. And then Painter has 6, all from inside. It's not a free throw game. Cardinals have the only free throws in the game. They're 3 for 4. Hennessey hasn't even shot a free throw, which is really something for the home team. But the 3-point line has been worth 9 points for Hennessey and 6 points for the Cardinals. It's that inside game in Mraz. He's the majority of the points. It's a 14-point difference, and he's 12 of those 14. Any other thoughts on stuff you're seeing, Jenna?
No.
Very succinct.
Well, I'm trying to eat my pretzel.
She's trying to eat her pretzel, folks. So we're going to take a break so she can finish her pretzel.
Yeah, because I'm
give
crunching it.
Give us a review of the pretzel.
Review of the pretzel. It is a rock parading as a pretzel. So I'm crunching it as I have been slowly trying to munch like a little rabbit over here so nobody will pick it up on the thing.
If you're noticing rabbit nibbles on the mic, it is Jenna working on that rock hard
me
pretzel.
On a rock hard pretzel, and I apologize.
I like
I
rock
don't
hard
have cheese
pretzels
either.
when they're small.
It's dry. Yeah.
And no cheese. Ella's practically having to use tools to break this pretzel apart.
Yeah. It's really something. It really is. So
if we have a crew with us, we could add things like reviews of the concession stand food.
Well,
now, we are the last game of the night.
This deserves about a 1.
This is a 1 out of what? Out of 2?
10. Out of 10.
Out of 10? That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Well, their warmer's broken.
Well, I'm not sure you want to hear our reviews of the concession stand food here, and maybe you do, but we're going to go ahead and take a break. Jenna's going to cue up the fight song for you. We'll take a break. We'll be back with about 2 minutes left on the clock. All right, we had a request to review the popcorn. We've sent Ella, camera person extraordinaire, to head down and grab some popcorn. So she's going to see. We are a broadcast that wants to give you what you want. If you want a popcorn review, you will have a popcorn review. Now, we won't have time to go get anything else, but we at least can give you this. Now, if this game gets a little further out of hand, we might just have to do it anyway. So we'll see what the nachos are like or something. Although,
well, there's no cheese.
We're the last, nachos with no cheese is just chips.
There better be no cheese. Anymore. If they give me a pretzel with 0 cheese, I'm upset.
Still waiting on the Cardinal boys to get back out, get ready for the second half. Coach Carr, I'm sure, is making some adjustments and going over some stuff. So if they come back out on the court over here and warm up a little bit, we'll have it for you. Tomorrow, remember, we're playing Kremlin-Hillsdale. I don't know Kremlin-Hillsdale's mascot, but I will know it for tomorrow. But we'll be playing Kremlin-Hillsdale.
They seem like they'd be like the Knights.
The Knights?
Yeah.
Could be. They're an Enid area team. I think they're the Mustangs. We'll find out for tomorrow.
Knights is more fun.
We'll know for tomorrow. So we're playing Kremlin-Hillsdale. The girls start at 11:30. That game will look totally different from this one. We'll be in the Stride Center at Enid. If you're in the Enid area, come on out and watch them play. And that's a matchup that I have not seen us have in a long time, if we've had it. Oh, they're the Bronx. Coach Barnes chiming in and helping out. So Kremlin-Hillsdale's the Bronx. So the Mustangs, I wasn't far off.
Well, I wasn't either.
Mustangs,
Knights ride horses.
ponies.
So
Bronx is right in that range.
really, that's part of the Knights.
You got a rodeo name there with the Bronx. Cardinals are just now coming back on the floor. I don't think they'll do any warm-up. Trying to look at the body language. Did they get chewed out? They don't look like it. They got some bounce in their step. My guess is they're a little bit ticked off. Hennessey's out playing us, but it's not by much. I'll tell you what, though, one thing I am noticing, Max is dragging a little bit. He's a tough dude, but he does not look like he is feeling it right now.
Whoa.
Well, hopefully we can get this thing turned around. On the bright side, we've been cold, but that can turn around in a hurry. We have not been a strong three-point shooting team this year, but we do have a lot of good shooters on this team.
Popcorn review. Popcorn review.
Jenna's going to test some popcorn. The chomping you hear.
Dear. I'm sorry.
Inquiring minds want to know, out of 10, what do we got?
Salt, 10 out of 10. That is full of salt. But it's pretty good. I would say maybe a 7.
Yeah, I'd say it's a strong 7.
We could have evened our butter to salt ratio a little bit more.
On the floor for your Cardinals, start the second half. You've got Alvarado, Max. It looks. Oh, it's the start.
Let's turn the camera.
Huffman, Peters, Garza, Alvarado, and Quintana. Points are in by Vincent. That's his first bucket of the game. Three-point shot. Oh, he nailed it. He could have had an and one, too. Max got into him a little bit. Cardinals quick and engage Peters.
Nice.
A quick follow. The Cardinals in transition answer the three-pointer with a bucket. That's 4 points now for Gage. And then Vincent again from outside the three-point line. Long rebound ends up out of bounds. Painter. He touched it last. So the Cardinals will have it. Cardinals down by 17 now. They've got to be careful here. This Hennessey team can pile up some points. They may only have 6 wins, but they can score some points. Cardinals have got to get that defense going. Jag heavily shaded by Gardner, but he goes ahead and gets it out. And then Caesar, a beautiful take to the bucket. Puts in the layup. Copeland on the outside. They're kicking around. Gardner has it up top. Jag sticking closer to Gardner after he put in those 2 3-pointers. And you see it right there. They get it to high post for Copeland. He puts in the jumper, but Jag had to turn and go find Gardner. Couldn't double team Copeland. Or sorry, Vincent. Quintana picks it up. He's got to be careful with 5-second call. Jag got bumped. That probably should have been a foul.
Probably.
Ball gets loose, makes it down the court, and another easy 2 for Hennessey in transition. Cardinals got to be careful. This game's going to get out of control. That's a flop right there. We've been seeing flops get called. There was not enough contact. They call that in our area, but they don't call it around here, I guess.
I don't think that was a
Saul,
flop.
he didn't have enough contact to fall. That's what a flop is.
I think there was enough contact to fall. I think he just put the weight on his heels and fell. He was trying to get a charge. I respect it. It wasn't a charge,
You
but I
should
don't
have
think it
seen
was a
at
flop.
Balco Ford, we saw some flops called, but people took contact, significant contact, and they called the flop.
Well, then that's not a flop, and that's just bad reffing.
Well, that's your reffing review from Jenna Buller. Timeout taken here. Cardinals going to review their own stuff. 17 points between the two teams. That last timeout taken by Coach Carr. He's going to give a little bit more instruction to Gage. If you're wondering about the camera, I'm sorry. We set up where they told us to set up. We're just an active spot in the gym. There's not a ton of people here, but right in front of us is really active. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Cardinal defense working hard. Max knocks away another entry pass. They're trying to force it into Mraz, and Max isn't going to let him do it. Cardinals have seen Mraz score plenty here. He's got 12. They don't want to let him get any more. Copeland's got 12 as well. And then Saul deflects a pass from Gardner. Caesar ends up with the steal. Oh, that was not a good pass. High effort play. I think Gage was going to have it, but Saul was not going to let that loose ball lie. He dove after it, but the two of them combined to knock the ball out of bounds. High effort by both guys, but it's a turnover, and the Cardinals down by 17 have got to get something figured out here. Cardinals are going to go full court here. They've got the 2-2-1 pulled up to try and defend
Wide
against
open
him.
on the backside.
Man, he is wide open, but he traveled. So no good on the three-pointer. He put it in, but it will not count. That frustrated Coach Hunt. He did not like that. Alvarado's bringing the ball up. Hennessey matching up with a man-to-man. Oh, Saul just lost it. I don't know what's going on. Cardinals just turning the ball over. Saul and
like he was
Gage
supposed to
talking
pop
things
out
over. Yeah, it looked. I think you're right, Jenna. Saul was talking to Gage. Oh, and Coach Carr pulls Gage. I think that's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Cardinals just cannot get this offense going. Girls had problems as well. They could shoot from outside, but just couldn't get the offense moving. Cardinals had it, but then lose it. Nelson trying, but Mraz is so much. He gets the rebound, puts in another 2 points.
No, he's got it back.
14 now for Mraz. And then Gardner steals it. Cardinals, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And the Cardinals try for that full court press. But right now, it's Hennessey with their transition defense getting the better of the Cardinals. Copeland puts in another 2. That's 14 for him now. Alvarado out to Max. Saul attacking. Puts it up. It's off, though. Cardinals didn't have rebounders ready. Barnett and Jag fired in there trying to get to it. Gardner with a Euro step. And man, we're not blocking out at all on rebounding. We're bouncing trying to get it, but that's not going to cut it. And it's now a 24-point difference. Hennessey really opening this thing up.
Oh,
we're going to get a foul on Saul. Caesar's back in. Alex Alvarado's back in. Max will go to the bench. Max does not look like he's feeling it. He does not look like he's feeling well. He's a gamer. He's trying, but he's not a weapon on the offensive side. 2 nights ago, we saw him have a fantastic game. Caesar's extending things out on Gardner. Gets him to give it up.
Screens trying to
then they get it back.
They don't really make much sense.
No, they're doing a lot of on-ball screening, and I don't quite get it. Oh, then Mraz gets left open again. You'd think when he's got 14 points, you'd watch him more carefully, but the Cardinals lose him. Mraz, he's sneaky down there. Does a good job of getting open. They find him, and he puts in 2 more points. 16 points. No.
That's 17.
16 points the difference between the two. Alex, he didn't quite have his feet set. Kind of hurried that. Had it in underneath, but just a little bit on the hurry. That's why you got to be putting in the hours and hours whenever you're little to build that shot. So that way adrenaline doesn't kick in and cause you to rush it. Here we go. Oh, Alex has it taken away.
Oh, no
That's
way.
a live ball. Alex does a good job hustling to bring it back in. Copeland had stolen it, lost it. It bounced off the heel of the referee. The referee just counts as part of the court, though. Alex played it smart, came down, recovered it, and the Cardinals pick up an extra possession. Alex popped out in the corner, looks underneath for Fowler. Fowler's not open. Alex was forcing it to Riley. Riley knew that it wasn't there. Alex thought maybe he could pull it off. And in transition, Copeland brings it down and stuffs it home. 19 now for Copeland. Big game for him. Copeland's just a sophomore, too. This is a young team. Copeland is a sophomore. Vincent's a sophomore. Gardner's a freshman. Mraz is the lone senior out there, and Painter's also a freshman. And Coach Carr is going to go ahead and try something else. He's going to bring in Wyatt Brown, Carter Strong, Gage Peters is back in, Remington Lozar is in for the first time, and Mason Nelson. Brown out on the wing. Over to Gage. Gage looks to attack. Draws a double team. Over to Carter. Carter, head fake.
Goodness.
Puts it up. Little slow on the trigger, though. And Copeland gets the block, and then Gardner attacks down the lane. He'll draw a foul on somebody.
Gage Peters, he has 4.
Has 4? Yeah, he does. That's 4 fouls on Gage.
4 on Gage. A little over 10 minutes left. Cardinals have got to start bailing. We're getting underwater here in this boat. And Hennessey, they keep on drilling holes in this boat. We're struggling here.
Got a little around the back action on that one.
Gardner puts in the free throw. It's 9 now. And it looks like Coach Hunt is going to go ahead and empty the floor of the starters and put in some backups. So we're going to play this thing out here. We're getting the equivalent of the JV scrimmage here. So on the floor now, you've got Tyson Root, Justin Tovar, Coy Copeland. 3-point shot. Mason Nelson puts it in for 3. You also got Grant Holtzen out there. And Joe Rodriguez. Wyatt Brown stepping out to challenge Coy Copeland. Tipped. Nelson's got the rebound. Got the steal. Mason attacks. Goes up. He's going to get fouled from behind by Tovar. So Nelson goes to the line, getting ready to shoot 2.
Justin Tovar, his first visit.
Nelson puts it in the first. Gage off the floor. In comes Daniel Ponce. Nelson makes both. He's got 5. Nobody else on the floor has scored a point. Both coaches have gone to the second, third teamers. Hennessey kicking it around the horn. Ends up with Coy Copeland. Now Tovar back up top to Holton. Back to Copeland. Across the court he goes to Tovar. They're looking to get the high post. High post kicks it back out, and they look underneath for Tyson Root. And Ponce knocks it out of bounds. Under 60 seconds left to go in the fourth.
In the third.
In the third, sorry. To Root. Root's underneath the bucket, so he kicks it back out. Copeland on the attack, puts it up. He got fouled, and he'll go shoot free throws. So Coy Copeland will go shoot. Foul was on Ponce. Miss on the second. Nelson has the rebound. Nelson will match up with Tovar. Kick it over to Brown. Brown going against Copeland. Ponce. Carter's got it. Carter dribbles into a double team, loses the ball, has to dive on it, and that'll be a jump ball. Turpin has the ball in the half court. They'll throw it in from underneath the bucket. Daniel will do the honors. Carter, quick trigger on that three. Bounces off the rim. Ponce gets the rebound. He tries to attack underneath. Daniel trying to go up. He's going to get fouled on the floor. That foul will go on Joe Rodriguez. That's his first. 3-team fouls on both. Nelson attacks, puts it in. It'll count. That's 7 for Nelson here in the third quarter. Nelson puts it in. That's 8 now for Mason. Tovar brings it up. Carter gets him to pick it up. Kick out to Copeland on the wing. Across the way it goes to Holtzen. Holtzen tries to attack baseline. Throws it off the bottom of the standard. So that'll be out of bounds. Mason into Wyatt. Little over 10 seconds left. Wyatt in a hurry. Gets it over to Carter. Back to Brown. Sorry. Ponce. Remington's calling for it. Ponce waited too long. Got deflected, but the Cardinals hold on to it. 1 second left, and Mason just chucks it at the goal. End of the third. Cardinals. Things came off the rails for us. Big quarter for Hennessey. 22-14 quarter. Cardinals started scoring some toward the end of the quarter. And the Cardinals down by 22 here. We're going to play it out as the old JV scrimmage. Let me get you your point totals. Nelson has 8. That actually leads all of our Cardinal scorers. That shows how the offense has struggled. That somebody came off the bench in the third quarter to lead us. Barnett has 5. Saul Alvarado has 4. Quintana has 4. Gage Peters has 4. Huffman has 7. And Riley Fowler has 1. Copeland has 16. Mraz has 16. Gardner 10. Vinson 4. Painter 6. And we have a 3-pointer by somebody that we didn't catch. So 12-8 in the first. Things were staying close, and then it opened up right before the halftime. So a 21-11 quarter for Hennessey to to put the Cardinals under some stress, and then in the third quarter they open it up, 22-14. Hennessey has won all three quarters so far. Your Cardinals on the floor right now. You got Remington Lozar, Alex Alvarado, Carter Strong, Weston Brown, and Mason Nelson. For Hennessey, Joe Rodriguez goes up and gets fouled on the take. He'll go to the line shooting 2, and the foul is going to go on Carter Strong. No, that's not Carter. That's Remington Lozar. Rodriguez makes the first. He makes both. 24 points, the difference between the two teams. Up ahead to Strong. Strong with that quick trigger. Over the top of the rim, though. Nelson can't get the rebound. Cardinals didn't have position. Quick threes can make it tough to have that block out ready to go. And so it's Hennessey on offense now. Into Tovar at the high post. He kicks it out on the edge to Roman. I think that's the first time we've had Roman in the game. Lozar comes away with a deflection. He gets a steal. Carter brings it up the floor. Pulls it up. Out to Mason Nelson. Nelson with a head fake. Kick out to Weston. Not to Weston. That's his brother. He's in junior high. That's Wyatt. Back to Mason. Mason. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt had his heels on the line. Put up the quick shot. It's a miss. Nelson comes over. Good hustle. Throws the ball. Bounces off one of the Eagles. It'll stay with the Cardinals underneath the bucket. Another substitution for Coach Hunt. Cole Munsey will come in. Cole Musney. Fighting underneath. And Musney immediately coming in and making some noise. He's working against Remington Lozar. The two get tied up. And I think it's a jump ball. Yeah. And Alex Alvarado. Root providing the defense. Alvarado with the take. Little pump fake. Puts it up. It was a little bit off bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, Root's going to swing, and that's a charge. You can't do that. You can't start swinging elbows.
Well, you can do it. We just saw it.
I mean, you can do it, but you're going to get called for a foul.
But it's fun.
That'll go on Root. That's his first. Nelson's got to hurry and get rid of this ball. Strong, there's that quick trigger. Strong can make buckets in a hurry. Looking forward to seeing him get hot, pour that thing in. We've not been able to have him at JV games, so we haven't had the chance to see him. There's Musney again. He's looking inside. They're kicking it around, popped it out to Roman. Roman, his shot got blocked by Lozar. Alvarado tried to save it in bounds for the Cardinals. It's a good thing he didn't get in bounds. It would have been right underneath the bucket. Ponce's going to come back in, and Alex Alvarado's going to go to the bench. In quick to Root. Root bobbles it, then puts up a shot. It's a miss. Oh, he stepped on the line. Referee saw it too, and that was Roman. He came away with a loose ball, but lost it. Ponce into Brown. Cardinals had not scored this quarter. Only one bucket between the two teams. Kind of turned into a slog here, and then Nelson attacks the bucket, and he'll draw a foul, and he'll get to shoot free throws. Nelson's got 8 points. Nobody else for the Cardinals has scored. Nobody who's on the floor right now for the Cardinals has scored. But Mason will get to shoot 2. Miss on the first. Miss on the second. A push.
They were so right on that. Yeah.
Oh, totally were. Strong tried to come through the defender.
I appreciated
blocking.
the effort.
He gave effort.
He shoved him straight under the
He totally
bucket.
shoved it, yeah. Strong will go to the bench. Alvarado comes in. This is one of the bigger teams the Cardinals can put out there. You got 4 post players out there with Wyatt Brown. Nelson can play out on the wing. He's got experience with it. Remington's starting to play outside more. Oh, Mason picks up his dribble. Tovar comes out to defend him, and the Cardinals just throw the ball away. Just throw it away. Nelson go to the bench. This thing's got turned a little bit messy.
A little?
A little. Root into Roman. Strong goes back out there. That gives the Cardinals 2 ball handlers. That might help clean things up a little bit. Ponce deflects it. Brown's got it. Cardinals have a 3-on-1 here. Brown in deep. Puts it up. It bounces in, and Brown will go to the line to shoot the and 1. With Nelson going to the bench, nobody who was on the floor for the red shirts had any points in the game yet until Wyatt put in that layup. Wyatt had to earn it, too. Took contact. Miss on it. Rebound by Musney. Roman's got it now. Roman over on the edge to Rodriguez. In they go to Tovar. Tovar working. Lozar blocks the shot. Root, though, comes away with the rebound. Can't get it. Cardinals got to block out. Brown will end up getting called for a foul. Cardinals had the positioning, but didn't block out. So the loose ball ended up with the white shirts again. Tyson Root's going to be joined by, get this, Titan Root. What a great name. I was told they're twins, too, and they have that look. Something tells me if those 2 guys play football that they're offensive linemen. What do you want to bet? Brown splits the defense, puts it up and in. So 4 quick points for Brown. Attack by Gabriel Roman. Comes inside, puts it up. It's a miss, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Munsey. He was trying to chase it down, but could not recover it.
Wow, they run the exact same. That is crazy.
They are twins.
Yeah.
Lozar on the wing. He's being challenged by Rodriguez. Cardinals working it around. Alex. Oh,
that was
Lozar.
a dart.
Lozar on the attack.
Oh, man.
You've got to have your fundamentals strong. Lozar got in a hurry, kicked that leg out instead of going up strong. Cardinals have had that several times here in the second half. We've had an open bucket. We don't finish off with a strong fundamental shot, and in hurrying it, that causes enough variability that that shot doesn't go in. Alex gets the rebound. Kick out to Strong. Strong will bring it up. Nice to see these guys get some minutes. I wish it was that the score was flip-flopped, though. Ponce being challenged by Tyson Root and then just throws it away. Lozar was coming out there, and Daniel got in a hurry and threw it out of bounds. Couple of juniors, couple of freshmen and sophomore round things out for the red shirts. Your Cardinals on the floor, finishing out this game. Holtzen comes in, and he brings the ball down the floor. Hennessey kicks it around a little bit. Long shot's a miss. Carter ends up with it. Ball got poked away, but Daniel recovers it. And up ahead, Lozar working against Holtzen. Now kick out. White Brown's going to go for a 3. We got a foul on the floor.
I have no idea what just happened.
Lozar came flying in there. If you get used to jumping for that ball instead of setting up to block out on rebounds, it's a really hard habit to break, especially if you're a talented jumper. There's a reason why you hear the old heads yelling, block out, block out, block out. That fundamental basketball works. Literally over a century of basketball tells the tale on it. There have been new developments like the Euro step, but rebounding is a key part of the game. And the Cardinals have not been able to put it together and play that team rebounding ball. Underneath, there you see it again. Lozar fighting for it. He'll draw the foul. But the Cardinals getting in a hurry and chasing after the ball. reaching for it instead of clearing the space. We came out on the right side on that one. Ponce throws it into Wyatt Brown. Under 2.5 left to go. Lozar on the wing, kicks strong, up top to Ponce. Over to Mason Nelson, who's come back in. Nelson looking for double figures. None of the other Cardinals are in double figures so far. Here we go. Brown has done a good job attacking the basket. He does so, and he's going to draw another foul, and he'll get to shoot 2. Hennessey has 5 fouls. Cardinals have 4. Brown puts it up and in. That's 5 for Brown. White puts up the second one. This one bounces around off the field, but Mason does a good job jumping and getting that ball, bringing it down. Cardinals get an extra possession. Lozar out to Brown. Back up top, there's Mason. Head fake. Looks for Daniel. Daniel attacks the bucket, gets underneath, deep. Gets blocked by the rim. Lozar tries to put it up. He gets blocked by the rim. And Hennessey comes away with the rebound. Cardinals had plenty of opportunities on that one. Underneath it goes to Titan Root. He bodies, clears some space, but shuffled his feet and took the travel. $19-point lead for Hennessey as we finish things off here in the Eagle Dome. Nelson went for the 3, bounces hard off the front of the rim and up and over the backboard. Oh, quick shot. Didn't catch any iron, and it'll go out of bounds, and the Cardinals have the rebound. 69 seconds left to go. Brown will bring it down.
Oh,
Brown to Nelson. Lozar on the wing. Holton staying out there with Lozar. Oh, Ponce was coming through. I think he was going to try and set a screen for Remington. Carter thought Ponce was open enough and threw it at him, but Daniel wasn't even looking at the ball, and it bounced off his head and went out of bounds. Brown gets the inbounds, gets it to Lozar. Holton overplays. Cardinals have an opportunity here, and Brown goes on the attack. Gets the shot blocked. Ponce tries to deflect it, safe for the Cardinals, but it ends up back with Hennessey. Kick into the corner for Copeland, and he puts in the 3. So Hennessey back over 20 on the lead again. And Nelson down the lane, and he's going to have a double-digit game. The senior has 10 now. And Coach Hunt wants a quick timeout to get a couple more subs on the floor. He's going to bring in Garnett Crawford and Tate Edgar. That joins Titan Root, Coy Copeland, and Ernie Vasquez. Underneath Titan Root, tries to put it up. Nelson has another rebound. Be nice for the Cardinals to get a bucket here and end with this thing under 20. Brown steps in, kicks it back out. Ponce will hold it. That'll end the game. Cardinals struggled here in Hennessey. Girls' game was close to the first half, and then it just, the Eagles unloaded on us. I don't mean to punt by saying the Eagles unloaded on us. The Eagles scored a bunch. Tomorrow's a new day, folks. Let's go to bed. Let's get some breakfast in us and get ready for some lunchtime basketball. Let me give you the stats. Again, big thanks, Coach Barnes, putting this together for you. Barnett with 5, Barnett with 5, Brown with 5. Nelson ends as the leading Cardinal scorer with 10. Alvarado 4, Quintana 4, Peters 4, Huffman 7, Fowler 1 for Hennessey. Copeland 16, Mraz 16, Gardner 10, Painter 6, Joe Rodriguez with 2, and Coy Copeland with 3, and Vincent with 4. Well, we ran a little bit different crew today. Ella, our camera person extraordinaire, kept things in frame for you. And the general, Jenna Buller, over here on the production team. She was running your replays and chiming in a little bit with some defensive analysis. Any final thoughts, Jenna?
Go Cards.
Go Cards. We're ready for more basketball tomorrow. That's it for today. Have a good one, everybody. 11:30 tomorrow. Your Lady Cardinals taking on the Lady Broncs from Kremlin at Hillsdale.
Or the Knights.
Not the Knights, the Broncs.
The Knights.